Dear friends, this video is about human trafficking, which is an unlawful act of transporting or coercing people in order to benefit from their work or service, typically in the form of forced labor. Why does India have the most human trafficking? One of the reasons is this: it affects the most vulnerable, marginalized sections of people, and those who are from lower economic and social strata of society, living in poverty, hunger, and no family structural background and educational background and whatnot. Now, let us discuss in brief what all are the constitutional and legislative provisions related to trafficking in India. Number 1, trafficking in human beings or persons is prohibited under the Constitution of India under Article 23 within bracket 1. Number 2, there is a premier legislation called the Immoral Traffic Prevention Act 1956 for prevention of traffic for commercial sexual exploitation. Number 3, there is a special law to protect women and children from sexual abuse and exploitation for different forms of sexual abuse, including penetrative and non-penetrative sexual harassment or abuse, and it comes under the Prevention of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012. And there are specific legislations relating to the protection and prevention of offences relating to women and children in India, and so on and so forth. Most importantly, India has ratified the UN Convention on Transnational Organized Crime. The subject matter of this discussion is this. What is worrying is that despite many legislative constitutional provisions that have been guaranteed in the Indian Constitution, and various legislation have been framed from time to time to prevent the sexual and other exploitations of women and children in Indian scenario, it has been happening in most part of the India, across the country, without any checks and balances by the enforcement of these legislation and constitutional safeguards. Our point is that human trafficking is a highly organized crime, and all the stakeholders, including the union government and all the state governments and union territories, shall come to the rescue of the victims of these women and children who have been mostly exploited on sexual matters, and thus prevent them from sexual exploitation, abuses or harassment, or whatever may be the form of forced labor, forcing them to lose their dignity and their liberty to utter ruin in India. This must be safeguarded by all the stakeholders. This is the message of this video. Thank you so much.